heroes. And who's up for some team villains? So, let's see, today's date is the 22nd. The Steam Summer Sale is now in effect, and with that, the villains of the multiverse are out. So Ambuscade joins here. You'll notice that he's much more difficult on this mode than normal. We have Biomancer, and finally a nemesis for the Scholar. We have Bugbear, who is for some reason after Nightmist, because with the whole Hunter aspect, kind of figured he'd be the nemesis of, like, Naturalist or Haka or something like that, but okay. La Capitan. Now, this is at the start of her career, compared to normal villain mode, where she is in the middle of her career, and then La Commodora is the end of her career. We have Citizen Hammer, who is partnered with... hold on. With Citizen Anvil. So, 2 of Citizen Dawn's minions are now their own thing, and you'll notice difficulty 3. That's kind of a recurring theme here, unfortunately, how these are... I was reading through the decks, I'm not really that impressed. We have Greaser, who has no nemesis. He will assign one at the start of his game. We have Misinformation, who for some reason seems to be weaker than normal, but we'll give her a shot and see. The Operative, so she has departed from the Chairman, and I chose departed there for a reason, as in, if you're not familiar with her story, I guess, something or another killed her, so she had to go to Zhulong for revival, and she is now a prisoner of Zhulong. We have Plague Rat. I don't know if this is supposed to be early Plague Rat or late Plague Rat, but it is the nemesis of Setback now instead of Chrono Ranger, and he's much more dangerous. And then we have Sergeant Steel, a nemesis for Knyfe. So, the whole nemesis thing is kind of played down here. Ambuscade has 6 nemesis, I think, in his deck, or maybe 5, and then he would be number 6, I'm not entirely sure. But then there aren't as many. Misinformation does have some, but I really do think that's it. And I should point out, for some of these guys, their nemesis have changed. So La Capitan is no longer the nemesis of the Sentinels, she's now the nemesis of Chrono Ranger. And I point out, from Chrono Ranger to Setback, she's still the nemesis of the Freedom 5, or wait, she's normally Parse's nemesis, she's now the Freedom 5 nemesis. Still the nemesis of Mr. Fixer, and these are the nemesis of Visionary. Basically, they're trying to recruit her, I guess. And he's the nemesis of the Naturalist, no longer Haka. Overall, Ambuscade and Bugbear kind of fill the same niche overall. But anyway, we're going to ignore these 5, and we're going to make a team out of this group. So I want you. We're going to bite the bullet and bring Ambuscade. I want to bring Scholar, so we're bringing Biomancer. And we'll bring Sergeant Steel. We'll do a 4-hero game. But we're going to have Ambuscade leading the way. That looks good. So we're going to bring Legacy. I said we were going to bring Scholar. Actually, no, we'll put them as the team captains. We can bring Naturalist, since they're nemesis, and I guess we can bring Knyfe. Is there anyone else who would actually be interesting to see? Yeah, good enough. As for the environments, there are 3 new ones here. So this is when Zhulong is being formally released. Beforehand, I had this just because it was a promo type thing. But now we have 3 others. I should also mention there are 2 new variants in the game. They're not actually live yet, but Fugue, Parse, and then Trickster, Dammit, Kismet. So yeah, we need to bring them back. Luckily I had them arranged in a way that made that a little easier. Misinformation and Sergeant Steel. So Ambuscade, I have to say, is probably the dangerous one here. And for environments, we're going to go to Magmaria. Out of the frying pan into the fire. Oh yeah, for Legacy, I'm going to bring Beacon. Do I want Beacon? Yeah, we'll bring Beacon. Now the question is, which Naturalist do I want? I'm going to use base Naturalist, even though I may regret that. Oh yeah, for these villains, they do not have a challenge mode just yet. I'll go over what exactly they do when we get in-game. Iron, liquid, or energy. No matter the form, it is all just flesh for my shaping. I'm normally a peaceful man, but I can't abide you. So we'll let them set up, and at the end of their turn I'll go over it. So, Reptile Blade right at the beginning. Homunculus. Magman. Heroes Unallied. Internal Collapse. Arsonator. And Mega Gunner. Highest HP is Legacy. Now comes Twist of Flesh. So, most of Biomancer's stuff is all about healing. And I'm gonna need the Legacy Ring in order to take him down, I'm afraid. So I'm hoping for Flesh to Iron, which I do have. So we're gonna do that right off the bat, and I'll do Truth Seeker next turn, but now I can try to absorb as much damage as possible. Overall, I think Scholar is probably really busted in Villains mode, and I have not been going over these. Crap. So Reptile Blade deals damage based off the number of cards in Biomancer's trash. He throws a lot of stuff, he shuffles, yada yada. Homunculus takes less damage, and it hits that guy with the highest HP for 2 melee. As for Biomancer, he has 2 points of damage reduction on the first instance of damage per turn, and then he heals all of his stuff at the end of his turn. As for Ambuscade, he involves traps. They're a little different than they used to be. So he'll pull a nemesis at the beginning. There's a total of 5 or 6 in his deck, I don't remember offhand. And then he attacks the guys who have snares next to him. And if he doesn't deal damage, then he plays a card. And then as for Magman, this is the nemesis of Unity. He hits the guy with the second lowest HP for 3 fire damage. If Unity's in the game, he pops equipment, or whenever equipment cards are destroyed, he hits everyone. So he kind of punishes Unity's power, base Unity that is. So I have environmental allies. We're going to put that out right now. And we're going Gazelle. We got Resilient Hide. That's not too bad. Memory loss. So Misinformation has all the stuff that made her a pain in the ass to deal with. So you either have to discard a card, she gets in your hand basically, or destroy an ongoing. So here we're going to discard the Gator, oh, the Crocodile. Nice. Some of you seem to get upset when I do that. Get rid of the Amplified Combatant. So no one to hold fast on the bottom of my deck, Bestial Shift, Inspiring Presence, and Prime Punch. So whenever this hero plays a card, he's going to hit, Ambuscade's going to hit us for toxic damage. As for Misinformation, at the end of her turn, the top card of each deck moves to the bottom. Otherwise, she plays 2 ongoing cards. The one she has in play right now is Heroes Unallied. So this is going to cause our damage to get redirected, and it's going to cause a card to get played. So I'm going to bite the bullet here. It's going to get redirected into Scholar and reduced to 2 damage. Forced Insanity. So I get a new hand. And I got some garbage here. Conduit Blade I can work with though. Got Surge of Strength. I was kind of hoping for the defensive one. So for Sergeant Steel, hold the line. They take less damage, but I can try to ignore them. So for Arsonator, This card deals each target 2 fire damage. Increase damage dealt by this card by 2. So we're going to activate the Mega Gunner. So as for Sergeant Steel, he has a unique mechanic that's kind of annoying. So he'll activate agent abilities from the card. At the end of his turn, the guy with the most HP on his side will have their agent ability activated, and then he shoots the guy with the most HP for 2 damage. So I can do a Wrecking Uppercut, but I think my best bet is to go for the Focusing Conduit Blade. And who do I want to work over first? Believe it or not, Ambuscade's a poor choice. So I think I'm going to cut into Misinformation. When Ambuscade goes down, he summons all of the nemesis in his deck. So you want to make sure that you can mow those down fast. The Tunneler is no real help to us, I'm afraid. Blocked. Another Homunculus, so Scholar can block those. Everything there is at full health. I'm going to need to deal with Rebel Blade sooner or later. Luckily there's only 1 card, so I can ignore it for 1 more turn. So for what I need to discard, I'm going to get rid of Expect the Worst. I'm going to play Truth Seeker. And now I can bypass his damage reduction because of Inspiring Presence and the Nemesis bonus, but I'd rather go for Misinformation. Oh, that's right, I need to point that out. So bring what you need is kind of handy. Rignet goes near the guy with the highest HP. It's going to block the next instance of damage from the Scholar. I'm going to have Scholar take this because... oh, it doesn't matter, he hits 2 people. Because there's 2 traps. So Predator's Eye or Feral Fury. So I can put this out for 1 point of damage reduction, it's just I think I'm better off using this at the moment. Actually, no. I do want to do this. And then I'm going to use the Gazelle's power for healing. I'm fishing for a power, in case you're wondering. As for Misinformation, there's Heartbreaker. Our buddy Tony Torres has turned to the dark side. So, Proverbs and damn, that's always a fun card. Amplified Combatant, that's blocked. Oh, that's right, Heartbreaker, he's an interesting one. So at the end of Misinformation's turn, he hits the guy with the highest HP for 2 melee damage, and then this is increased by 1. And then if the Dark Watch is present here, the exception being Harpy/Pinion, he is not able to be reduced. So he will actually scale infinitely. But here's the Rignet. Scholar... oh well. So I can do a Surge of Strength right now. I'm going to take a point of damage, unfortunately. And I think my best bet's just hitting her to take care of Heartbreaker rather than screwing around with Heartbreaker himself. There we go. And... okay. Hold the Line's been destroyed. Hold the Line comes right back out. In case you didn't read it, this reduces damage they take. What I wanted to point out is, you'll notice Nemesis icons here. So Tachyon isn't in the game, so why is her icon here, you ask? Well, she has another Nemesis here who will actually... well, who could potentially deal damage, and that's Glamour. So her card itself doesn't deal damage, but there are different effects that can cause her to deal damage. That's what I'm trying to get at. So Mega Gunner's going in effect. So does this only block the highest? Yeah. Flux Execution. So I can kill Rebel Blade right here and now. Or I can try to take out Misinformation. I'm going to try for her first. So this is going to deal 4 damage. We'll get rid of Ambuscade. I know we could actually choose, and I have a feeling that's probably a glitch. So that got rid of Shrewd Ambush. Overall, that's actually pretty good for me. Now keep in mind Scholar can't hurt her, so I'm going to have to finish her off with Feral Fury. Fiery Crystallization, equipment cards are now Magma Crystals. I need to actually read that. Friend or foe? So yeah, we'll have Knife discard. So right there I sacrificed my shield because it had the Magma Crystal keyword. The highest HP, wow. So that's going to pop equipment cards. So he's healing everything, then he's going to hit the Scholar, and he is running into an iron wall of sorts. So I'm going to get rid of Keep Moving, because it's not helping me here. And I'm going to bring what I need. Actually, no, I need to destroy that net. So I get the Transmuted Recovery, and I get to draw another card. So I got another Keep Moving, so I can go into another Iron card if need be. Envenom Bolts goes next to New Legacy. Then he's hitting her because she has the trap. We're going to send this into Nat. And I want to play Blend into the pack, but we need to deal with misinformation before Heartbreaker becomes a problem. So good night. So Heartbreaker is now removed from play, and when reversed, she has the effect now to where we each discard one card and draw one card. So I get Primal Charge, that can be a little helpful here. So I'm going to discard the Transmuted Recovery and draw Solid to Liquid, which is garbage. I'm going to discard Primal Charge. I don't think I need the 4 cards. I got Resilient Hide. I'm going to discard Backfist. Actually, no, I'd rather get rid of next Evo. And I drew Motivational Charge, which is helpful. Now here, Infiltrate and Obfuscate. Actually, that's going to be very helpful here, I think. So I'm going to get rid of Flawless Execution. So as much as I'd love to use this, I need to deal with the Poison Darts. And that's where Fortitude comes into play. Now I can use my Eye Lasers. And at this point... let's see... what am I going to do with the Knife, exactly? So I can use this. That will kill the Magman, so I don't need to worry about that. Instead, I can pick off Reploblade. Or I could go for Sergeant Steel. When flipped... yeah, we're getting rid of Sergeant Steel. He may be holding the line. Aw, man. Takedown's gonna be kind of helpful. Yeah. So the gunner is countering the damage. Increase damage dealt to targets by 1. So I'm gonna put this in Scholar's area because he's the healthiest. Highest HP is the Mega Gunner. So we're going to use this. We're going to pop it so we can kill the Magman. Gave me Incidental Contact, which is a fun card here. Now, unfortunately, the 1 energy damage is amplified by both the Conduit Blade and Inspiring Presence, so it's going to be a little painful. But we will Infiltrate and Obfuscate. And I just drew another Magma Crystal of sorts. So I want Knife. Aw, man. So environmental allies is kind of blocking that. Oh well. So I didn't see what... oh, this destroyed my card. So we'll play the Conduit Blade. Stone Shaper. I may want to get rid of that Tunneler. Okay, he has 2 cards, which is now 3. So let's go to solid to liquid. And I want to keep moving. So let's see, Beacon's gonna do 4 damage if I use the motivational charge, which I probably should. I need cards, I think. I'm probably gonna hold fast next turn. Out comes Double Team. Villain targets the lowest HP. Hit the guys with the highest HP for 2 damage. Shoot Ambush. So that pulls out the Rignet next to Scholar. Well, Scholar's not attacking for a little while. Another Rignet next to Scholar. Choose for me. We're going to get rid of Turn Loose. Give me another Keep Moving. We're going to get rid of a Predator's Eye. Surge. That one's okay. Let's get rid of Back Fist Strike. Give us Danger Sense. And I'm going to get rid of Incidental Contact. So I'm going to do Takedown here. And then we're going to Eye Laser Repel Blade. Now, unfortunately, Biomancer does have a card that's going to pull all the Flesh Children out of his trash and just put them in play, which is really bad. Highest HP is still Mega Gunner, even though I could go for the other one here since I had Scholar's card active. So I'm not too worried about the counterattack because Scholar should be able to absorb that. Oh, he's going to take 1 damage, that's right. No, he's not. Okay, Ambuscade, we need a discard. So this stops his nemesis from healing and pulling more out. Bad news is, with so few cards left, he's going to start pulling nemesis no matter what from here. Now, since my equipment card is toast anyway... Actually, hold on a second. I think I'd rather pop this right now. We gotta overdo it. Highest HP, we'll say is you. So yeah, as you can see, I am not free of interruptions here. So he can't play anything, which is the good news. And then Scholar absorbed that stuff for him. So I'm going to discard Keep Moving, hold fast. There goes Alchemical Direction, I'm going to hold fast. So we got Grace Under Fire, Keep Moving, Grace Under Fire, Form to Energy, and Solid to Liquid. 10 non-hero targets in play. Unfortunately, that's going down in a second. So this stacking these is not bad if I'm going to go Rhino for him. It's just I don't think I need a tank at the moment. So what I could do is I'm trying to save Predator's Eye for when I need to go after Biomancer. So I'm going to double skip here. I don't need healing or anything. I drew Rhino. Threatening Stomp. We're going to get rid of Solid to Liquid. I'm not really a fan of that card. We got Get Out of the Way, which is a fun one. We don't need the Rhino, actually. Worst can worst, I can just pull it out. There's the Indomitable Force. I'm going to get rid of Bolster Allies. As for Overdo It... this wouldn't be bad if you could play it out of turn. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Ambuscade. Infiltrationist. Plays the top card. Her agent effect is just destroying our stuff. And there's Hold the Line. Sublime. So I'm going to play Amplify Combatant. This is going to provoke a counterattack, but it's going to be worth it, I'd say. And then are you the one destroying my equipment? Or is it... no, it's this one. So yeah, here it doesn't really matter what I do. We're gonna hit the Arsonator, though. Good night. So we definitely need some more Magmarians in play. It's not hot enough here yet. So, pull Magmarian at the end of the turn. And out comes the Crystal Collector. So I probably should be explaining what these do, but I just kind of blocked them out. Friend or foe. So it sucks that I can't block that one. So let's see, the Inner Core Tunneler. Whenever a hero card would be dealt damage, you can sacrifice a crystal to redirect that to this card. Crystallization, this is the guy with the Magmarian with the highest HP. Does fire damage and destroys equipment cards based off the number of Magmarians in play. For the Stone Shaper, immune to fire damage. At the end of the environment turn, they can discard a mana crystal, select a target, and that target takes less damage. Seismic Defender, discard a magma crystal, and then he hits people for 3. Wow. That's kind of like Sonic Vortex on steroids. The Magmarian Throng is summoning more stuff like the Crystal Collector. You can discard a magma crystal, you get 3 cards. And in case you're wondering what the magma crystals are, they haven't really come out, but this is what they look like. Now, due to the crystallization in play, the equipment cards we draw will count, like the Legacy Ring, for example. It's just, I don't have any. But then for the Behemoth, if you kill it, it counts as a crystal. So anyway, we're gonna get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. And does this block the whole instance, or? Let's see. So I want to hit you first. Okay. Let's hit the homunculus. We'll destroy that. Then we'll destroy this. And now it doesn't really matter. So we can hit Biomancer for 1 point of nemesis damage. Hit Ambuscade for 2. And I heal for a little bit. Now I'm going to Truth Seeker him because his defenses are down. Grace under fire. I wonder if the game's trying to tell me something here. But the thing is, Biomancer can pull some real BS here. It's just, so far, he hasn't, surprisingly. So out come the nemesis. It was only a matter of time. I think he pulled 4. Ray Manta, the nemesis of Omnitron. Revolt, nemesis of Setback. Whoa. So that means 3 of the 4 cards here are nemesis. Or is it? Let's see. Okay, he himself counts. So for Ray Manta, he hits the guy with the highest HP and destroys an equipment card. I don't have any in play, so it doesn't matter. And then if Omnitron's here and he has component cards in play, he destroys that and heals every nemesis. As for Revolt, he hits everything for lightning damage, and then if Setback's in the game, he gives him unlucky tokens, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So I'm going to do this, and I want to hit Revolt. Then I'm going to heal. There's Crafty Assault. So I'm going to get rid of Truth Seeker since I already have it. Alchemical Redirection's handy. I'm going to get rid of Indomitable Force because I don't think I'm going to go Rhino. Got Feral Fury. Don't need the Danger Sense. Got the Legacy Ring. And I'm going to get rid of For the Greater Good, because I don't have additional powers to use, and I got Prime Punch, which is helpful. So if you notice, this has been given the keyword Magma Crystal. I can sacrifice that for an out-of-turn play or a few other things. Since I'm protected from the environment for the time being, I'm actually going to do Bolster Allies. Give everyone a card draw. Predator's Eye, Motivational Charge, Wrecking Uppercut. I was a little lost as to what to do there. So his effect activates every turn. That's where the guy with the highest HP, which I think are the villains themselves, will attack us. So Prime Punch. I'm going to use this to kill Revolt. And that was a waste. He was getting killed here anyway. Oh well. So the environment is actually dealing with the nemesis for me, but you can see that this is a very hostile place, but Absolute Zero will feel right at home with all this fire damage flying around. So I have the Magma Crystal of the Legacy Ring and the Conduit Blade that I could play here. This I do not wish to do, so I'm going to skip. So I could have the Magmarian pull off a hit for me here, which is kind of tempting. If anything, I do that next turn, I think. Out comes the Ember Shaman, which allows us to use a power out of turn. I can get 3 cards, which... Actually, for Knyfe... I'm actually going to do this for Knyfe. So we're going to discard the Conduit Blade. 1, 2, and 3. And I got a Conduit Blade back. So I can go ahead and discard that if I wanted to Prime Punch something or someone. Clone Rangers. So this hits the guys with the most HP. I'd rather have Knyfe take that. So we're going to get rid of Formed Energy, and for Grace Under Fire there are 10 targets in play. So I could do the redirection if I wanted to try to protect my team, but I need to deal with this guy. And there's Turn Loose, so I can vaporize Ambuscade next turn, potentially. But don't dismiss anything, it's much more fun to play. So here he's going to hit Beacon. There's Desert Eagle, another nemesis. It hits itself, but it deals damage based off of... Skip. How much HP it has. So you don't want that thing being healthy. Now the thing is, the environment's going to vaporize it. Hell, the environment's actually going to kill everything, so let's just get this over with. Feral Fury, we're going to go ahead and hit Ambuscade, and that's all she wrote. So Beacon got the hell knocked out of her over the course of this game, but she lives. What can I say? Scholar OP. Proverbs and Axioms. We'll get rid of the durability. Forgot lead from the front. And we'll get rid of Wrecking Uppercut. So I could kill... No, I can't. Actually, this may not end because that last nemesis may come out and Scholar may have to finish it. So he can't do anything on his turn. And I'm gonna double skip. So first up is Biomancer. So you can see he has the whole Terminator thing going on here. And he causes damage dealt to heroes to go up. That's kinda lame, dude. Ah, that's the end. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's actually intended, but there you go. Ambuscade, Misinformation, Sergeant Steel, and Biomancer brought down. We had a pretty solid team. Scholar OP, can't stress that enough. And the next order of business is to go ahead and tackle this with another group. So I'll see you guys in a little while. Until then, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.